Pankaj, for the benefit of our viewers, just also tell us a little more about the area where this incident has taken place and how easy or difficult would it be for a fire brigade to do its operations.
Ruchika, this is the BKC area in Mumbai, posh BKC area, and this area, this industrial belt has been very carefully planned, and that's the reason perhaps I say that fire brigade will not have much of a problem in maneuvering around the area, unlike various other pockets in Mumbai where we have seen when the fire broke out last year, where the fire brigade had a very hard task, getting inside the lanes and the by-lanes. But here it's a carefully chalked out area where the lanes are broad enough. But then again, this is a high-rise building. The fire has been still on for around 20 minutes. Fire brigade maintains they have still not succeeded in dousing the fire. Goes on to show that this is a huge fire. But then, as I said, right now the biggest concern is, one, to find out whether there are any office goers who are trapped inside. Perhaps people, the housing staff, perhaps the housekeeping staff who would have stayed overnight, are they trapped inside? What was the real cause of the fire? That still needs to be ascertained. But as I said, at least at this point of time, the fire brigade clearly maintains that they haven't heard of any casualties or there have been no injuries reported so far.
Alright, so a major fire broke out this morning. Pankaj, stay with us. My colleague Rukmini Vishwanath now joins us. Rukmini, what more details are you picking up? Right, Ruchika, I can tell you a little bit about the FIFC building. As you know that Bandra-Kurla Complex is the commercial hub for Bombay after Nariman Point, which falls really onto the south side of town. Bandra-Kurla Complex falls closer to the suburb. It is a new upcoming commercial hub. It houses some of the most ultra-modern facilities and buildings. The first international financial center, which is a 14-story building, as Pankaj was telling you, is actually a commercial development which was developed by a consortium of US-based investors. And this property, a large part of this property was bought by Citibank earlier this year for about 985 crore rupees. Now this became the biggest, I think, real estate transaction in the country in the recent past. Citigroup ended up purchasing over 297,000 square feet of this property. There is about roughly 6 floors from what I understand. Is owned by Citibank. So clearly it's a financial center. There must be office goers in that building. We're still awaiting details as to how many people were in the building when the fire broke out. The real cause of the fire, as Pankaj was telling us, is still not known. But yes, this is a significant building. It's a very significant property. Like I said, it is the first huge real estate transaction in this country as far as office property goes. And well, this is the first building to be completed by this US group of investors, Starwood Capital Group, which owned this particular property before. Alright, so now we have few more details. What we know, the fire has broken out in a building. It's the first international financial center tower at the Bandra-Kurla Complex, and this building in fact houses the country headquarters of Citigroup, and it was one of the biggest property deal in recent times in Mumbai. From what we know right now, there's fire being reported from 2 floors of this building. Fire tenders have been rushed to the spot. Fire department sources telling our correspondent on ground that they're trying to douse the fire. That's their first concern. They're also trying to ensure that there is nobody on these 2 floors where the fire broke out. It in fact seems to be spreading. We can see how the smoke is billowing out, and the fire seems to be spreading on these 2 floors at least where it first broke out.